The next leg of our Aussie road trip, we're heading towards Cunnamulla with a quick stopover at Bourke along the way. At Bourke, we stayed at the Mitchell Caravan Park in an ensuite site, which was $50 per night, a little cheaper using our G'day Park membership. It was a tight little spot, but kind of cute having a little sheltered deck area. The bathroom was basic but had everything that we needed. There was a great little barbecue area surrounded by a big grassy patch, so great for families, and there was a pool. The next morning we crossed the border into Queensland. There were some roads closed due to the flooding, so we had to do a wide lap to get into Charlotte Plains for the Easter weekend. Charlotte Plains is a family-owned and operated sheep station and campground just outside of Cunnamulla in Queensland. The 67,000-acre property has an awesome campsite with artesian baths, which are formed by underground water that's been confined and pressurised within a geological formation and pushed to the surface, forming the natural baths. They say it is perfect for alleviating body aches and pains, which is just what we need after hours on the road. Making our way into the station, we came across some flooded tracks, so Tony got out to inspect before we made our way through. At this point, we had lost reception, so we didn't want to get stuck and be stranded. Tony was confident, so we gave the green light to head on through.
Okay.
There's unpowered camping available at the Boar campsite by the hot artesian baths, or powered sites at the shearers campsite. There are also rooms available at the shearers quarters, but personally we preferred to be near the baths. Campsite fees for unpowered sites at the Boar campsite range from $30 per night for one adult, with children under 5 free, but go check out their website for current rates. There's a huge camping space, so when you arrive you just choose a spot and set up.
Okay.
We chose to set up near the Bull Bar, which was closer to the amenities, the flushing toilets, and not a far walk from the showers. There's no reception out there, so they do offer 10 minutes of free Wi-Fi if you're near the Bull Bar. You can also pay $10 for an extra 3 days to use the Wi-Fi, which I got, and it worked quite well. After a few months on the road during fireband season, we were super excited that we could now set up a camp and start a fire. We enjoyed a couple of drinks around the fire and then headed off to check out the hot springs. The water is naturally heated to 42 degrees, and as it comes from underground, is naturally purified and takes on minerals from the surrounding geological elements. And while it doesn't smell the best, look how clear the water is. And it feels amazing. Tony was worried that I couldn't start a fire. check that.
Okay.
And as well as the main ball baths, there's also these private little baths that are set up all along the water's edge. They kicked off the afternoon with some yabby races at the ball bar.
Cut them off! Protest!
After the excitement of the yabby races, they released them back into the wild. Then everyone grabbed a drink and settled around the main fire pit, ready for us to play some tunes. The next morning we were up at 4 AM to head to the private baths, which you can book separately by the hour. It's about 10 kilometres from the ball campsite and has a little hut with 2 private baths that are around 38 degrees and faces the east, so perfect for the early morning sunrise. It is completely private and secluded apart from the occasional sheep or roo passing by. You can also book overnight if you are self-sufficient and want a little extra experience. It was truly stunning. We laid there for hours soaking it all up.
Okay.
So, sunrise was beautiful, but now that the sun is up,
Flies are shit.
the flies are out and it is torturous. They are going up our nose and all over us, so time to head back to camp for a coffee. Yeah. Coffee and some brekkie back at camp.
We absolutely loved our stay at Charlotte Plains and we're looking forward to going back again next year. We hope you enjoyed our video. We'll drop a link to the Charlotte Plains website in the comments, so do yourself a favour and go check them out, and we'll catch you in the next video.